to lead out James Deane for the final battle in our qualifying showdown. Oh, are you serious? This is going to be an insane weekend. Bumper parts spread across the track. Fog lights out. Oh!
Welcome back to the channel. We're here in Spain and we're preparing for Drift Masters this weekend. It's going to be a crazy video, a lot going on, but let's have some fun. So fresh off the plane from the US, went home for a day, just caught up with all my family and friends, and then we went straight back to the airport. We landed in Madrid last night at about 1 a.m, back up this morning at 6 a.m. to drive 2 hours away from Madrid, where we have rented a track with the Shanahans and a couple of other Drift Masters drivers to do one last shakedown ahead of Drift Masters round 1 this weekend in Madrid. So I'm pumped, I'm excited, I can't wait to see the car again because we haven't seen it since we loaded this back, which feels like a few weeks ago now. Obviously round 1 was cancelled, which was a real shame, but now the whole season starts here. We had a great weekend in Atlanta last weekend, and this is a brand new car. All my team are new with the car, but we built it so we know it, and we're really excited to do some fine tuning, do some basic testing today ahead of Drift Masters this weekend. So let's unload everything, get the car out, have a look at it, have some fun. I'm excited, I can't wait. I'm tired, but I don't care.
And we are in Spain. Jesus, class. First time seeing it. The photos and videos you would know, just to be fair, seeing it in person is unbelievable. I can't wait to see it drive now. It will be something special to see, definitely.
Especially for the time span, it's some job. That's off to these guys. And you for the filming, obviously.
I did all the work, actually. I told them what to do, and then I had to film it.
That's got me worried.
Checking the reliability of our tools, nano tools, they're on point. Oh, motor got on
It's amazing. It's a bit of me really, like a beefy machine. So, no, I'd like to drive it, but I don't know, I'll wait till I have my own one.
Yeah, so just firing it off for the first time since unloading it out of the trailer. We have built up the oil pressure, just checked all the levels, and now it's ready to start.
Wow. Loud, very loud. I can't wait to see it on a track now. I've seen the videos on Instagram of it in Watergrass Hill and it looked crazy. Like I've never seen any car pull the angles like that in Watergrass Hill, so it'll be interesting to see it now on this track and the track that the event is on. All I'm saying is hopefully I don't come up against them. I better pack my earplugs for Poland because it's a very loud car. Imagine the sound of it now under the roof in Poland, it'll be insane.
Everyone is here now for today. Keski Corpy is here, Laurie Heineman. Yeah, we're here with the Mustang and just did our quick shakedown run, so we're plugged in on the laptop, just double checking all the log, make sure everything is sweet, and we're doing fine tuning, get ready to switch on the nitrous today and do some drifting towards the end. So we only have a few tires, so I'm just making the most out of doing pulls in the car, making sure it's running as smooth as it can, sure all the parameters are where they need to be. So but imagine these two cars, Laurie's car and the Mustang, on track together this year. Can't wait to hear it.
Feels good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You look good out there, man.
Yeah, what a weapon.
So we're just out of the car after our first few runs and working really well, double checking all the tune things, fine tuning, making sure it's perfect. And we're getting ready to test the nitrous now, but I drifted a couple of laps, drifted like 3 corners twice, already a set of tires melted off. I'm excited to try it out with the nitrous in a minute, but everything is going really smooth, so good times.
Estamos aquí en España, el clima está bueno, el carro fluye, no puedo esperar al fin de semana. Buena práctica, pero tenemos que irnos rápido porque viene la lluvia.
Where am I to learn how to speak Spanish?
So just wrapping up our day of Shakedown here in Spain and really happy. We did 6 tires, so that's 6 laps of the track. So that's now 11 laps total in this car since we built it. And the last 4 laps were with the nitrous on. Team are just packing up now, but very happy. Very happy. The car feels great. It's running smooth. All the logs are running really nice and everything is nice and safe. It's making really nice power on track. Yeah, nothing to complain about. So we go from here, load up, back into the rig. Tomorrow we have a day to set up at Drift Masters, put the car up in the air, give it a full nut and bolt check, go through everything, start planning for the weekend ahead. Drift Masters season opener here in Madrid. I'm pumped for it. Feel great now after doing a few laps, and like the 2 cars are very different to drive, just with the different tires and different setups, so it takes a little bit of adjusting, but yeah, once we can get the gearing and the wheel speed right on the new layout, which I've never seen except for the sim, I'm excited for it. Let's just get there, get some sleep, because I had 3 hours sleep last night and obviously flew back from the US the night before, so get some good rest tonight and a very successful test. Just measuring off for my mattress in here. Nice bed, naps in between everything. Yeah, so we're here at the track, circuit They say it weird. It's spelled Jarma, but I presumed it was Yarma, but I think it's Parma. They do it truly nice. So yeah, we're in Madrid, Spain. Sweet track location. It's like 15 minutes from the airport, the main airport in Madrid. Highway is right outside, so it's really easy to access. We're just putting up our setup for the first time. Everything unloaded from the truck and getting everything ready. So once we have our tents fully set up, we'll get the car in, put it up on axle stands and strip it, go through everything. Make sure we're in very good shape before practice starts tomorrow evening. We have a lot of time here, so it's actually perfect to really take our time, do a full nut and bolt check, tidy up all the last bits and pieces, and I'm getting excited, man. I can't wait to show to everybody else that has never seen Ford Mustang RTR in person, especially a competition car. It's just really cool to see the size of it, how crazy and wild it is, and just can't wait to drive it in front of European fans and show how different it is, how crazy it sounds. It's a big weekend for us. It's the first time ever running one of these cars by ourselves in a competition. Obviously the tires, everything is very different, so we'll be probably fine-tuning setup for a little bit, but it'll be interesting to see how long it takes us to be competitive. But I'm expecting us to, figure it out pretty quickly, and hopefully we're pushing for a good result this weekend to start the season off. But let's just take it as it comes. It's a totally new challenge for all of us, but myself and the team, we're all as excited as each other, and I'm just pumped. The extra for the machine rounders. So we're here It's the first official day of Drift Masters 2025. We had a good test the other day. Chris, Mikey and Michael have been going through the car. Just final checks, full nut and bolt check, doing all the last minute jobs, getting it ready for tech inspection, things like that. So everything's looking really good. Yeah, the track layout, we had a look at the track last night and it looks pretty interesting. The first corner is a really slight right-hand corner. It's going to be high speed, very high speed, and there's quite a long link between the first corner transitioning back into the second corner, which tightens. So I think we'll be doing well over, well, at least 100 miles per hour drift speed on the first turn and through the first straight before transitioning back with a decel onto there's an outside zone and probably 6 feet before a wall to stop people going into the gravel. Not sure about that, but it's going to be a bit sketchy there. And then there's 2 fast turns to finish the track out. So definitely going to be a very challenging track. Not going to be easy, but we're going to give it our best and see what happens. It's banked as well in the last couple of corners, but not worried about that. The lads are just going through everything. We've fitted mirrored glass, we fitted the RTR badges with the orange on the sides and the back of the car, all small little things, while Chris has been doing a full nut and bolt check. Mikey's been tidying up the panel work because this is like a high-speed track. We just want to make sure everything's really secure and nothing's going to fly off the car. So just checking everything, going through it once over, and obviously nobody has drifted here from Drift Masters before, so we're going to be guessing what wheel speed to run and things like that for the final drive. I'm thinking it'll be 4th gear in the first turn, back to 3rd for the last 2. We're the second group in practice today, so I'll get to watch the first guys practice. Yeah man, hopefully it all comes together.
Going's good, sweaty, hot, very excited. Think I need to pee. What is it? We are T-minus literally 30 minutes to its first official practice session. Yeah, it's building up alright.
Yeah.
So, a few small jobs left to do.
Yeah.
And then just cross our fingers and hope it goes okay.
Yeah, so this is it. Car's out. We're going to official practice at Drift Masters. I almost felt emotional when we got the car down and fired it up, and this is really happening. We did it, we built it, we got to the first round. Now it's time to see how it does. So this track looks insane. Super fast first corner. We're gonna have to figure out a lot of things, but and get right to it.
missing Becky went shopping?
You know what? Sometimes he needs a pair of shoes.
I picked these out myself.
No, wait. So I bought these trainers for him from, I don't know, Aldo or something, for a wedding. And I was like, these are great dress shoes that you can wear for the wedding. He then proceeded to wear them everywhere.
First practice done. Tricky track. It's super hot, extremely hot in the car. But the car actually has been running perfectly, really. Just some minor things like we need to calibrate the temperature sensors and things like that because it's actually reading hotter than what it really is. And sometimes when the sensors get to their max value, it stops reading properly. So figure out all those kind of things. Most turbocharged cars you can't hear on this track when you're at our pits. And my guys are telling me every time I leave the start line they can hear every gear change, every throttle input throughout the entire lap, and they're miles away from the track, so car is loud. So right now we're doing the Drift Masters official drivers photo shoot, so all the teams and drivers are out here getting the cars photographed when they're in good condition.
What's going on, James?
Doing some signing.
Yes.
Hola!
Getting ready for practice, and yeah, out on track in 20 minutes. It's exciting. Of course. Thank you.
With me?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
This painting.
Yes.
You make?
Yes.
Wow, that's really good.
Thank you, man.
That's art, brother.
I like the graphic.
Appreciate it.
So it is 11 a.m. Practice starts in 20 minutes, so spending some time with the fans. The team have worked in the car. It's looking in really good shape for today's practice. Yesterday was very positive, so just need to get back out there, reset, made a couple of small changes, and I think the car is ready to go. So it's time to start pushing harder and harder and finding the limits and see how qualifying goes later on.
Time for a fresh drop of this Sunoco. It tastes, it smells, it's amazing.
A bit frustrating. I had a tire fire on the last corner, rubber build up, the heat of the track, the fumes, the whole lot, it just ignited on the last turn. So frustrating because we've got no spare quarter panels and things like that, so we need to do something now to try to make sure that doesn't happen again. Not ideal, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay, yeah, it's hot. It's crazy hot in the car. Modified the exhaust to stop it shooting flames on the ground and spreading, so hopefully the tires won't go on fire anymore. It never happened to me in FD, and it's the same exhaust. Obviously they're stickier tires, so there's more rubber sticking to everything, and it's a very hot day. So just luck of the draw, I guess. Feeling good, feeling pretty strong in the lead, getting comfy on the track. Its car's working well. It's a very challenging track. Might do one more lead run in practice and that's it for qualifying. So I'm excited for it, ready to push hard, and hopefully we get a good result.
1, 2, 1, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2, hello. Warm, nervous, excited, scared, exhilarated.
How do you think he's going to do?
He'll be fine. It's James. He's obviously just going to go out and good solid first run, you know, and lay it all down in the second one, then depending. So hopefully it goes well. Fingers crossed.
Before we go back to the line to James Deane in this incredible brand new Ford Mustang RTR. He comes off the line. And James Deane is back, ladies and gentlemen, a 93.5. I'm telling you now, he is here for business.
You and Jack. Yeah.
What do you get?
93.5. 88.
Managed to get P1. First day out, brand new car. P1 out the box. The first run was tricky. We were on 7 cylinders, but the team worked in the car in between runs. Got back out and yeah, we won. Unreal. So now we go to the tandem showdown. I don't really care what happens. I'm just having fun. We got to do some chase practice in kind of competition format right now with some extra championship points, but unreal start. I'm delighted.
Through it, but this is it. Let's head to qualifying showdown. Right, well, here we go. On the line, we are ready to rock and roll with our first qualifying showdown of 2025. And this is the setup of our new start line. Jack Shanahan sits 8 metres behind the lead car. James Deane sits there with a beam crossing at the front of his car. Once our start line marshal presses the button, once they give the thumbs up, he has a second to leave the line, a second to break the beam. Otherwise, we will see our strobe flash red. That means it's a false start. They've got used to it. They've been doing it in practice. Its system works very, very well. All the drivers are happy with it. Now it's time to put it into perspective as they sit on the line, ready to rock and roll. And there you go. It gets a proper launch off the line. No messing around. Side by side. Oh, Shanahan aggressive already. No messing around. He goes for the back bumper of that Mustang as Deane fires it across the circuit. Shanahan lost a little bit there, but Deane now wanders and wavers in outside zone 4. Can Shanahan make up some lost ground? He can as it opens up for him. He dives down on the inside, goes for the door of James Deane's Mustang and pushes him across the line.
Ah, what a great way to open this battle up.
As James Deane, look at this, decides to jump a little bit over the line. Now, the chase driver can do that. They can cross that line and start creeping forward.
Yeah, it's
Shanahan. Sorry.
It's a strategy, for sure.
It's a strategy, yeah. Shanahan slams the door closed. Look, gets that green light, has to go. Puts the car through the gears. Deane already following him, already on the back bumper. That GT86 as they fire in. Now Shanahan starts to pull a little ground, but Deane goes for it, transitions a little earlier as Shanahan gets into outside zone 4, puts the back in right where it needs to be. Oh, and Deane is glued to the side of Jack Shanahan. Almost contact, it's bumper to bumper on transition as Deane goes for the door of Shanahan's 86 across the line.
This gives you an idea, too, of how massive these Mustangs are.
Left for Shanahan, there we go, it's unanimous. James Deane gets the win and advances through to the final of our qualifying showdown. Right, well, here we go. James Deane sits in the chase position as the higher qualifier, the man who tops qualifying. Don't forget, this doesn't affect qualifying whatsoever. The grid is the grid. This is just for kudos. This is just for more points in qualifying. Piotr Więcek now thrown the gauntlet by James Deane and said, what have you got?
Yeah.
You think you're good? You need first.
Look at the grid.
And look at Deane, he's grinning. 2 former teammates, 2 good friends behind the scenes. Deane wraps the knuckles. He does the hand exercise. They get the thumbs up from Martin. This is it. The end of qualifying is almost over as they're off the line. It's going to be Więcek to lead out James Deane for the final battle in our qualifying showdown. Oh, are you serious? This is going to be an insane weekend. Bumper parts spread across the track. Fog lights out. Oh! nobody see that coming.
Okay, we have movement from both drivers.
And it looks like both guys could be okay. Let's see movement from both cars. Yeah, it looks like both guys are okay. Wow.
That was a big hit. Oh, man.
Oh, look at this. James Deane immediately over there saying, I'm sorry about that, man.
That's some fear for your friend. That's what that is. That's a genuine, like, are you okay? Oh,
and James is gutted. And you know what? I'm going to tell you now, James is more gutted that he's damaged Peter's car than he's damaged his own.
It's 11 p.m. Cars coming back together. It was a serious impact, as you all saw. So mostly minor suspension damage, mostly crash frame, all the crash structure took the damage. So the lads are fixing all of that now. Yeah, the crash frame stuff really well. So a few things to adjust in the suspension in the morning, and the car will be good to go again. So we're on the lucky side of it. Unfortunately, Peter's car is totaled, which is just an absolute disaster. So he's out for tomorrow, and I don't even know what way to feel about it. It's sickening. Like, he has a spare car there ready to go, but under Drift Masters rules, once you start qualifying your car, you have to stay in that car for the weekend, so he couldn't switch into the spare car for tomorrow. It just sucks. Like, it was a motorsport incident. We were both going hard, we were both like ready for a good battle, and we were both carrying a hell of a lot of speed, crazy speed. The fastest I went around that first corner chasing him, and when I was talking to him, he said he was after adding grip to his car too, and we were both just carrying crazy speed, and when it was time to slow, he was able to slow faster than I was, and I just had nowhere to go. The contact with him wasn't so bad, the first contact, but that pushed him out onto the wall, and then the walls separated. His car hit the wall square on, came to a stop, and my car was still moving and hit his car again, so he got hit from every angle. Yeah, I'm just really disgusted. It's the first time, I think, since I started drifting that I've been in this situation. Yeah, we're just pushing hard, and it was it's sickening. It's motorsport. We just have to sleep in it and see how we feel in the morning. But yeah, don't feel good. It was a great day before that happened, unreal. Qualified first. You know, the team have been working so hard before we did all this damage. And the car was running really well. So things were looking amazing, but this is a bit of a sickening moment. Cool. Yeah, we super doing work. Alright, so it's game day. The lads have done an unreal job getting this car back together. We're just about to go to driver's meeting. Yeah, it's just a really shitty feeling after yesterday. The situation that Peter, he has a spare car but can't use it under the Drift Masters regulations because he was already in competition in the car that we crashed in. So I am just really sickened that he can't compete today. Obviously we're all taking risks out there, but nobody was expecting that to happen, and for it to be as bad as it was. Yeah, the judges were talking about making changes to the track on that second corner, but if they do, it's kind of too little too late in that situation. But I hope they do make a change because it is quite dangerous. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm feeling at the moment. It's just a really tough situation, but it is motorsport. I'm going to do my best to try to shake it off and do our best when we get on track. Probably not going to do that much practice, just make sure the car is okay, just drive when we need to drive. It's a real shame because everything was going really well yesterday until that happened, and we were pushing. Peter was the fastest car on track yesterday, and he was after dialing in more speed again for the actual battle, and we were just both carrying insane speed. So it's one of those things, you know, you're pushing the limits, and it shows how hard we are all actually pushing. It's right on the edge, and yeah, in motorsport shit happens. Try to get back out there and give it our best, but I hope we can get in the zone. It was even hard to sleep last night.
Alright, so we are the first battle in top 32. We're supposed to be facing Adam Zalewski, but unfortunately I think he has engine trouble, so it looks like we have a bye run. Practice this morning was okay, like not as good as yesterday. I've just been holding back a little bit because of the accident and didn't want to get into any silly situations, so I didn't push that hard, but now it's competition time. Try to step it up a bit and let's see how the day goes, so fingers crossed. So yeah, we're here at top 16 opening ceremony. Really good crowd, great atmosphere, and weather is unreal. We're just about to have our first battle in Drift Masters with Jason. He's killing it in this car this weekend, all weekend long. It's time to turn it up and give it our best shot, but we're going to have a good time.
I am Jason Bennett. I'll battle with James Deane. I'm very happy. I try my best.
Good luck, buddy.
There we go, we're down at the back end of the circuit and the action is ready to come off the line. It's going to be James Deane's take on Jason Benet. This was my pick for the most exciting battle of our top 16 because two guys that want it, they want it bad. Jason Benet here for Drift Masters 2025, a full season to prove himself. inside. Benet goes for it. Benet puts it to the back bumper across the line.
Oh man, I was a little concerned in the beginning because James Deane, although he did get a bye run, this is kind of the first set of battles he's seen since the incident.
Thumbs up, but now he's got a big task. He's going to have that Mustang RTR breathing down his neck. They come off the line. It might be 900 horsepower. Coffin for Jason Benet.
Yeah, at this point, that's all we're going to end up looking at for some of these is
going to be James Deane, ladies and gentlemen, advancing through to the Grade A, and Jason Benet knew it straight away. That was going to be a tough battle, but what a contender. Keep your eyes on that Frenchman throughout 2025 because he's got a point to prove here at Drift Masters.
All right, so we're into the top 8, had a close battle with Jason, 6 cylinders out of 8 for the whole thing, so we had a misfire. We think when the car cooled down over the big long break we had, when we fired it up, it's after fouling a couple of plugs. So these plugs are really focused on high temperature. I think they're just very finicky. Obviously we're learning the car, learning what it likes, so we're making some adjustments and hopefully that won't happen as much moving forward. So glad to be by that run. Luckily for nitrous, it kept us with enough power to complete both the lead and the chase, but it was very noticeable from the inside that we're down a lot of power. Now we're battling Oliver Randalou in top 8. So great result no matter what. I'm happy to be in the top 8 on our debut event with the Mustang, and let's see how that battle goes. Michael, will I call Ray or not? I'm having issues with the spark plug in the head. It's been pretty dodgy all weekend, and I was down 2 cylinders on the last, so I had a misfire on 2 in the last battle, and then we took the plugs out really hot, like very hot. And then when the other one was trying to go in, it's just not wanting to go in on the correct thread. We had this in Formula Drift before, actually my first round last year in Long Beach. We had to pull the engine out to fix it, so obviously we can't do that here right now, so we might just have to call it. So I think our day might be over.
Of the track where we're seeing that large outside zone. They're even further back from that as we see the clock tick down. The next 1 minute and 50 seconds is going to determine the future of James Deane, potentially the future of the entire championship right here because of 2 cylinders. So hopefully, I'm really hoping this ends up just being a spark plug wire issue or something small like that, but you don't know. These engines are so high strung and they really beat these cars into submission every single run.
Yeah. Okay, so get ready because they are starting pouring at Randalou. So you have to go straight to the run.
The nitrous open.
Yeah, it is. It's like a wrestling match between the driver and the car some of these times because the driver is wrestling this car into doing what it needs to do. Here he goes, the bonnet shuts on James Deane's car, he fires it up, it sounds like it could be running on 8 cylinders. He looks at the dash and you can hear him. You know these cars. He looks across to the cameraman and he says, is it enough? He doesn't know. He shakes his head, he slams it in gear, he says, well look, we only have one opportunity, Jacob, and that's just to go for it. Yeah. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, we tried everything we could. Drama already at round 2 at Drift Masters 2020.
All's good in the hood. All's good in the hood. Bit of pressure, keep it interesting.
50 seconds to go. He's going to make it in time, I'll tell you that. But will the car make it to the end of this run?
Yeah, and really James isn't going to know exactly how this car is running or operating until he makes it into the burnout box. It's the same story we saw with Dave Egan, where, okay, everything runs, it seems okay, it gets into the burnout box, realizes there's an issue and goes to send it anyways. James Deane's got a full engine sitting in those pits. I know they thought about swapping it, and I know they looked at the time and said, I don't think it can happen. And this is it. 20 seconds remain for James Deane to get that car to the line. So you can see him firing down what is, I believe, the front straight of this racetrack. Yeah, he's already trying to scrub in those front tires on the way over because he's not going to have a lot of time to scrub in the back. So.
No, he certainly isn't. He's probably been doing a little bit of tyre warming as much as he can. Yeah, look, and he's already been given the signal. He made it in time, just about it. But yeah, our start line Marshall Martin's like, look, we need to go. And look at Oliver Randlew in the car. He's like, hey, I've been sat here for 2 minutes. I need to re-warm my tyres.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. And Randlew now starts to put on a protest.
I mean, I get it. So let's see here. They just say they timed out.
He's been disqualified from competition.
No
Oliver
way.
Randlew gives a signal to say it's been 2 minutes. Randlew leaves the line and James Deane is disqualified at the line.
Wow. This is something we are going to be talking about for a very, very long time. But at the end of the day, the rules are the rules. You have 2 minutes. Everybody plays by the same clock. And this one ran out on James Deane.
Yeah, look at James Deane. He accepts the fate and he shakes our start line Marshall Martin's hand and says, look, what can I do?
Yeah.
He knew he couldn't fire that car into that first turn without warming the tyres.
No.
It's too risky. It's too dangerous.
dangerous.
James has already been in a situation this weekend that he was so upset about, he didn't even want to talk about it with anyone else. And James wouldn't take that risk again. That's because he is the machine, the sportsman, an unbelievable driver that has done this time and time again. Oliver Randlew, look, he sat there and said, I'm not messing around. The clock says go, I'm going.
Listen, they're all friends at the end of the day, but before that, at the beginning of the day, they're competitors, and that's it. These are the rules. You know, there's no special treatment.
Yeah, disqualified.
And the lad stopped me for that stupid Wally system as well. I should have drove past them. Oh, we tried. So, we're wrapping up our event, spending some time with these awesome fans.
The fucking machine.
It's been a roller coaster of emotions, this whole event, but we were caught by the clock at the end. Just literally ran out of time. So basically, went from here to go for my battle in top 8 with Oliver Randlew, and I was driving out. They stopped me to put on the Wally system, which is the GPS that they're using for data, and it took longer than I expected. Then I was driving to the burnout box. They waved me in to warm my tires, so I'm like, okay, I'm in the burnout box, I'm safe. So warm my tires quickly, and then I was just pulling to the line, and I saw the lights already changing colours, and I was like, okay, I can make it. I pulled up to go, and start line marshal stopped me, and I'm like, really? I'm ready, I'm here. I can go with him right now, but it is what it is, it sucks, but how can you be so sad when you got so much support? Cheering us on and supporting us, my first time competing in Spain, and the fans have been unbelievable all weekend. I'm so happy and proud of my team. Just got them some beers after all of their hard work, non-stop all weekend from the crash to getting back on track. It was seriously a roller coaster of emotions, but now we're just going to relax, reset, make a plan, maybe bring the car back to Ireland, dial in a few things, and we'll get it right and we'll be in Finland. So thank you for watching. Probably one of the craziest videos we ever did. You couldn't write this stuff that happened this weekend, but I really appreciate the support. I tried my best all weekend along with everyone eating crisps in the background. We all tried hard. Yeah, bring on Finland. But first we go to FD, and even before that we got something new to show you at the workshop. So thank you all.
Words of wisdom for Chris.
Amazing!
This is the best! The best! Pino,
Back,